Hip Hop Axiom. What is it? Hip Hop Axioms are the lessons learned through hip hop lyrics, the fables, parables, and stories shared to help us navigate through an ever evolving world. Hip Hop Axioms help us navigate through a world with systems that feel as if they're designed to fail, to harm, to exploit, and to be unjust. Hip Hop Axioms help us to navigate through these minefields. Previous generations looked to religious texts and storytellers for shared info to help them. Those same tools exist, and we have hip hop. Sometimes you'll receive knowledge from those same tools through hip hop as MCs quote them in their lyrics. We have hip hop and we have hip hop axioms. This project is my interpretation of lyrics I've learned. This is this project is my interpretation of lyrics I've heard that have connected with me. I'm not proclaiming that I know what the lyricist, artist, or ghostwriter intended. The meaning is in the receiver. You'll get a different meaning listening to the same song as me, and one of us or both of us may miss the intended message altogether or get a different interpretation. I won't receive what you receive, and you won't get what I get. And we shan't throw a fit. That's fine. We may debate it if you like. I'd prefer we have a discussion and share the knowledge that we've gained from MCs who got it from somewhere else and gave it to us. That's $1 trillion worth of gain for $9.99 a month, and the creator gets a portion of a penny. This project is my attempt to start the conversation. Hip Hop Axiom is a project that I've been procrastinating on. I'm trying to think. Who was the first person that I told about it? I know I told my pops back in 2018. I bought the domain name before that and set up the social media account shortly afterwards. I've written down a bunch of them and started organizing them to fit within the system to make them easier to recall. The first one that I want to share, not the first one to find me, but the foundation for me as I understand hip hop to be is love. Cultures evolve over time because the world evolves and what's needed to thrive changes. Some things remain the same. That's the foundation. A solid foundation, solid values will carry you regardless of the environment. There's a hip hop axiom for that. There's a hip hop axiom for that I'll share. Comment where you find this if you think you know which lyric I'm talking about. So the foundation of hip hop is spread love is the hip hop way. And many of you probably remember that lyric spit by Biggie Smalls, the notorious B.I.G., who had his 50th birthday not too long ago. The song is Juicy, which is the single that introduced most of us to him. He says, spread love. It's the Brooklyn way. So how can a lyric from 1994 be the foundation of a culture that existed around 30 years prior to the song's release? It existed and was uttered in many forms prior to that. Prior to hip hop existing, it existed within cultures. Check the rhyme and dig within the crates. Check the rhyme and dig in the crates. Afrika Bambaataa and the Universal Zulu Nation spoke about it and lived it before 1994. Taken from their Wikipedia page, the Universal Zulu Nation promotes the idea that hip hop was created to sustain the ideals of peace, love, unity, and having fun for all pigment colors, races, religions, nations, and civilizations. Love is right there. Biggie just spit it in his own way, claiming it for Brooklyn, his community, his neighborhood, his friends, his crew, Bad Boy Records, and it is the hip hop way. All can be true and are true. The important part is to spread love. It's the hip hop way. It's the foundation that allows there to be numerous goats all coexisting in harmony at the same time. Throughout this journey, wherever we're fortunate enough to find each other, I'll share hip hop axioms that I've covered, that I've uncovered, and that I use to help me thrive and survive. And I want to hear from you. What song, what lyrics, which artists have given you jewels? One more time for the folks in the back. Spread love is the hip hop way. Peace. And if you don't know, now you know, baby.